evening class. Tonight we're starting Unit 2. Unit 2 is just a very small one. It deals with order of operations and solving problems. But our lesson tonight is, what is order operations? How do I use them to solve our problems? And what's the difference between parentheses, braces, and brackets? Okay. And so we'll have 2 slides tonight of definitions. The first one is identifying what brackets, braces, and parentheses are. And order operations are the directions used to solve the problem with multiple steps and operations. And on our next slide, you'll see what the order of operations actually is. Some people say order of operations, some people say PEMDAS, or others will say what are the acronym for it. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If you look, P for please deals with brackets, braces, and parentheses. Okay? Excuse is exponents. My dear is multiplication and division. And with that, we focus on going from left to right. So if we have 6 divided by 2 times 3, even though we see multiplication as first, we always do what's going from left to right when it comes with multiplication and division. So in this case, we would divide first and then multiply. Okay? And then same thing for Aunt Sally is adding and subtracting. And again, it must be done from left to right. Okay, so here we have a problem with all these things, and we need to figure out what to do. So our first thing, I'm going to write over here, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, and I'll put parentheses there, a little exponent up there, a multiplication and division sign, a plus sign, and a minus sign. Okay. So we have to start from the inside. So we have braces and brackets and parentheses. So we're going to start with our parentheses here. It's inside of all this. So we're going to write, so 9 divided by 3 is 3. So now I rewrite the whole problem so that I can stay up with what I am having to do. Alright, so now I've got rid of the parentheses. I now have to do braces. So, remember, I have some addition and subtraction, so I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to do this side first, which gives me 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10. Alright, so now I'm going to put my brackets here. And my braces back. Now, I could actually rewrite this just like this because I've solved everything that's in my brackets. Minus sign here. Alright, so now I'm back to doing it again. Multiplication, division. I see some multiplication. So 10 times 4 is 40. Now I have 40 minus 10 gives me 30. So my answer would be 30. Alright, let's try another problem. Okay, so again, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Alright, so again we're starting on the inside, but on the inside I need to notice this. That's an exponent. So we need to do that first because that comes before multiplication and division. So 3 squared means I have 9 divided by 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, okay? So now I have 9 divided by 9 in parentheses plus 3 minus 10 bracket times 4 brace bracket minus 10 brace. Alright, so now I have to do still, I'm not finished what's in this parentheses, so 9 divided by 9 is 1. 3 minus 10 times 4 minus 10. Alright, I had to turn my cat a little bit, you guys. Make it look so crooked on me. Alright, 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So now I have 4 times 8 minus 10. What do I do? Multiplication first. 4 times 6, or 8 is, nope. Ooh, 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 minus 10 gives me 22. So my answer is 22. Alright. Make sure you've copied your notes in your notebook and that you are ready for class tomorrow for your entrance ticket. And we'll talk then.